What's going on, everybody? It's GameUnboxingReviews here, and welcome back to another LEGO MARVEL Avengers free roam video. So today, of course, we're going to be playing as Thor in Asgard. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, now this design of Thor is the Age of Ultron one, which I think is the best one that's in the game. You know, I like the first Avenger costume, not first Avenger, sorry, the first Avengers, you know, the movie costume, but I think the Age of Ultron one looks better. But obviously, the best is the Thor Ragnarok costume. I mean, Thor looks awesome in that movie. I mean, I love how they're just taking Thor in a whole new direction in the MCU. I think that's great. The fact that they've shaved his hair, you know, he's lost his hammer. He's got more of a comedic tone to him now. I think it's great. I really do. I love how they're just taking Thor and changing everything about him. I mean, the Thor trilogy, well, the Thor franchise is probably the least successful of the MCU franchises, I would say. I mean, I don't hate the Thor movies. I actually think the first one's good. The Dark World, not so much, but there's still some good scenes in it, at least. You know, there is some good to these movies. But obviously Ragnarok's going to beat both of them because it looks insane. And that last scene in trailer 2, that blew my mind. Wow. There was no words. I just want to know what's happening, you know? Like, when you see some trailer like that and you see Thor and he jumps out of nowhere and he's in Asgard and his body's all in light, like covered in lightning, and his eyes are lit up with lightning, and he hasn't got Mjolnir with him. It's like, what's going on? You just want to know the answer to it, and I just think that's awesome. I think Thor Ragnarok's going to have some insane moments, and I'm very excited about it. It's recently been said that Ragnarok's going to be apparently the shortest MCU movie. I'm not bothered by that at all. The thing is, if Taika Waititi thinks it's too long, you know, he's like, if he's making this movie and he thinks I'm putting too much into it and it doesn't need to be there, then I'd rather he took it out. If he thinks that what he's got is enough and it's enough to tell the story he wants to tell, then just leave it like that. That's what I say. I mean, I just think if you're making a movie and you're just adding more scenes just to make more scenes, then there's no point. If you're adding more scenes so it adds to the story, then sure, yeah, do that, but don't add it just for the sake of adding it. That's just what I've always thought. Yeah, I'm really excited about Thor Ragnarok, obviously. I love the direction they're taking with Thor, and I'm really excited the fact that he's gonna have that look in, you know, in Thor Ragnarok as well. Not Thor Ragnarok, sorry, Avengers Infinity War. He's gonna still have the Thor Ragnarok look. He's gonna have the shaved hair. He's gonna have, I mean, according to the people that saw the trailer at SDCC and D23, he didn't actually have Mjolnir still. So either they'd CGI'd it out, or he doesn't actually get it back at the end of Ragnarok. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I don't think he is going to get it back. I was thinking they might give him, like, the ultimate Thor hammer, perhaps. But I'm not sure. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. But that would be pretty cool if they did that. It would be cool. But for now, I like the idea of Thor having swords. I think he looks awesome. What's his Fandral need?
Our most recent battle was far from our finest, but Vol's comfort eating is...
Oh no, this is an eating thing. I love how, I love this hub world though. I think this is one of my favorite hub worlds in the game. It's just so great to be able to fly around the MCU Asgard. You know, like I said, I don't hate the Thor movies, but one thing you can say they got right is Asgard. It looks gorgeous, and it looks even better in Ragnarok. I can't wait to... oh yeah, we get to explore it in LEGO Marvel 2 as well. I mean, that's going to be cool. It looks much smaller from the gameplay I've seen. It's definitely not like what we're seeing here. It's much smaller. It seems to be just the Rainbow Bridge, and then I think you see this bit. You know, the observatory, that's there, and then it's the Rainbow Bridge, and you go all the way down here. And then, I think there's the Imperial Palace of Asgard, and I think that's it. I don't think there's anything more to it than that in Asgard in LEGO Marvel 2, but still, the fact that they've added it is good. I'm happy. I'm glad they added it, at least. There could be more to it. I mean, it looks like there's an interior to it, so we'll see. We'll see if there's more. What's this? Is there any more fighting challenges? I wanted to take, you know, Thor to Asgard and mix it up a bit instead of just going to Manhattan all the time.
Ask me to repay him like this. but my word is my bond, and it must be done. I must meet and greet. Fortunately, my Thor...
Oh no, I don't want to seek people out.
In the name
No.
of the Allfathers.
The mighty deceiver is upon us. I would ask that you lend your ear to my seeking traumas. He is, in truth, a clone of Odin's son, known as Ragnarok.
Ooh, do we get to fight Ragnarok? Oh yes, let's do that. Thor versus Ragnarok. That sounds awesome. Let's go all Thor Ragnarok on him then. We've got lightning around us. I mean, it's the best I can do. Alright, this sounds cool. It's funny, after that new trailer, everyone thinks that's Ragnarok. The clone of Thor. I don't think it is. No way. No, that's Thor. That is Thor that we see at the end of the trailer. And he's somehow, you know, got his powers. I thought the power came from the hammer, from Mjolnir, but I guess I was wrong. Pretty cool though, if it isn't that way. From the Infinity War footage that was shown at San Diego Comic-Con and D23, the descriptions that were released, apparently Thor actually is like, I think they said he's getting his head grabbed by Thanos. He's like squeezing it, like his head's gonna pop. That's what it says. It's like he's squeezing Thor's head like it's gonna pop, and I don't know how that's gonna look on screen, but wow, yeah, that is pretty heavy stuff. I hope Thor doesn't die. I said in my Hulk video, you know, Hulk's one of those characters that I think there's still so much left to do in the MCU with, and you know what, why not? Let's just jump around with Hulk for a second. Just because it's cool to see Hulk jumping around Asgard, even before Ragnarok. Yeah, like, Thor and Hulk are two characters I just don't want to die in Infinity War, because I feel like there's still so much story left to be told. I've already talked about why I think Hulk, you know, needs more screen time and needs to be in more movies, but for Thor, I just think this new direction Taika Waititi's taking him in, I want to see more from it, you know? I don't want it to just stop there and be like, okay, this is Ragnarok, this is Infinity War, this is Avengers 4 by Thor. I don't want it to stop there. I want them to be... I would love Taika to actually be able to make a whole new trilogy for Thor, but I don't think people will be able to stand 3 more Thor movies. I would. I just wonder if the general public would. You know, that's my worry. I hope they can. If they do that, I'd be happy, because I think Taika has an amazing vision. He's an amazing filmmaker. Yeah, I mean, the last film I watched of his was The Hunt for the Wilder People, and I loved it. I thought it was a great movie. And, you know, I'm really excited to see where he's taken Thor in the MCU. So if he got to do, you know, a whole new trilogy, I'd be really happy about it. Got a bunch of Asgardians dancing here. Hey, there's Valkyrie. She's in the movie too, played by Tessa Thompson, who looks amazing in the movie.
I must replenish our numbers.
She's going to be an awesome character. Apparently she's also in Infinity War as well. I love that Infinity War is basically, you know, continuing a bunch of character arcs, not just the main characters, but the new characters. And I don't mean like, as in Spider-Man, who's obviously in it, and I can't wait to see what he's up to. And from the trailer descriptions, man, I'm excited. But yeah, like, there's also like the mini characters, like, well, not mini, but the side characters, like Valkyrie, you know, she's going to be in it. And Wasp's apparently not going to be in Infinity War, but she's going to be in Avengers 4. So it's a bit of a mix of Avengers Infinity War and Avengers 4. But I just think that's great. I think Valkyrie might be a big part of the MCU moving forward. Who knows? Maybe that's what they'll do. Maybe they'll kill off Thor, and then Valkyrie will like kind of take center stage. Personally, I don't want that. I mean, I love Valkyrie. I think she's an awesome character, and I think Tessa's absolutely killed it already, you can tell. But I don't know if I wanted to, you know, to take over from Thor. I would rather have both of them, you know. I think I will still watch it, and I'll probably still love it, and who knows, maybe I'll change my mind in a few years, but I think it would be better to have Thor and Valkyrie in new movies, so they can team up together all the time. That would be really, really cool. I feel like that's what we should have got in the first place, but oh well. I love the idea of the MCU continuing the tradition of team-up movies. There was rumors of Hawkeye being in Ant-Man and the Wasp, and they were false. And I think that's kind of a shame, because I like how Spider-Man Homecoming had Iron Man, Thor Ragnarok has Hulk, and it would have been cool for Ant-Man and the Wasp to have Hawkeye. And of course Captain Marvel has Nick Fury. So, you know, Thor, Valkyrie, keep them going, keep them in other movies. Even if Valkyrie were to pop up in other movies besides Thor ones, that would be cool. That would make sense as well. This is the great thing about the MCU, you know, characters can just cross over all the time. Spider-Man could just suddenly go to Asgard if they wanted to. If they thought there was a good enough reason, it'll happen. And I really hope it does. Because that's one of the most exciting things about Spider-Man being the MCU is they can take him outside of New York. He doesn't have to be in New York all the time. He can go to space and all sorts. And he does in Infinity War, apparently. And, oh man. My hype for Infinity War knows no bounds. I just can't wait for that movie. Anyway, guys, I think that's pretty much it for this video. I wanted to kind of find more enemies to fight, but I can't seem to find any. I think we've kind of done it, but you've probably seen from my walkthrough and everything from LEGO MARVEL's Avengers, you've probably seen all of Thor's abilities anyway, but he's a pretty cool character, you know. I'm really excited to see what they do with the character in LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2, though. And it would be great if they could maybe look at the trailers for Thor Ragnarok and, you know, see if perhaps there's some moves they could add to the character from that movie. Because that's what they do. Sometimes seem to do that. They do sometimes look at the trailers and you're like, okay, I recognize that from the trailer, that move. So it would be interesting to see if they've done any of that for LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for lots more videos real soon. And as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.